This is a screencast from Unit 5, Lesson 8 of Advanced Algebra, and this is how you can find, it's actually number 1 from the notes, how you find the rational roots of a polynomial function. So where I'm getting the function I'm about to enter into this calculator is I'm getting it from number 1 on Unit 5, Lesson 8, Possible Roots Day 2. What I'm going to do on the TI-84, I'm going to go to the, and this works for the TI-83 also, y equals, if there was an equation or function in my y equals, I would go ahead and hit clear, but there's not. Now you'll notice that my computer calculator emulator, ooh, that's a tongue tire, does not have an updated system. So I have to, when I go to an exponent spot, you'll just see the little caret. It won't actually put the exponent in an exponent spot. So I don't have to put y equals or the equals 0 that of course the screen already has y equals, and the equals 0 is being replaced by y equals. So I'm going to put y equals x and to the 4th power, and this is where you see the little cursor, and whereas most of your calculators will put it up into an exponent spot. So x to the 4th power, make sure if your cursor or your calculator does put the number up into the exponent spot, arrow off to the right so that you can get out of the exponent spot. And then I have minus 7x to the 3rd plus 14x, and you can use the little caret button if you want, but since there's a squared button, I'm going to use the squared button, but I could use caret to the 2nd power minus 38x and then minus 60. Now I could go ahead and hit graph, and let's see what we have. Alright, so this graph crosses the x-axis in 2 spots. It looks like it crosses at -1 and then positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So D would be my answer to number 1 on these notes, because I can see that it crosses the x-axis at -1 and positive 6. If I wanted to double check myself, every single ordered pair on the x-axis has a 0 in the y spot. So I could go to the table and look for -1, 0 and positive 6, 0 just to double check myself. And here's where I find the table. So it's in blue, so I'm going to hit second table. Sure enough, I see -1, 0, and I can arrow down to go find and 6, 0. So that lets me know I'm for sure correct that -1 and positive 6 are my 2 rational roots for this polynomial function. If you have any questions, please ask your teacher. And make sure you practice this. Do this yourself on your calculator and see if you can input the function properly and correctly, and see if you can get that -1 and positive 6 for the rational roots.